Good morning, America. My name is Danny. I'm a 49-year-old American. This is my show, Danny's Pits, not for children. So if you're under the age of 18, it's not for you. If I could get you to hit them likes, subscribes, and shares, please, it'd really help out my channel. I have free giveaways. It's my appreciation to you, and thank you for all the new pit members that have joined. Really appreciate you guys. Pit couldn't happen without you guys, so thank you. So that being said, we'll hop right in. Oh, if you're watching this on a shorter platform and it's about to cut off, just go to the other platform, the larger platform, watch the whole pit, and let me know what you think about it. So anyway, all that being said, we'll hop right in. Topic of today's pit will be Poetic License. This is no surprise to anybody, really. The left just likes to make stuff up as they go. They just make stuff up as they go. And drop comments. Let me know what you guys think about this, because this has been a big pet peeve of mine for quite a while. They just say stuff. And they're not held to anything. They just say it. Trump wants to be a dictator, or this and that. No proof, no quotes, no sound bites. Trump's a racist, this and that. Nothing to back up anything they say. They just say it with reckless abandonment. And me and my wife watched a clip last night, just a random clip, and apparently this limo had broken down, and some guy stopped and helped out the chauffeur, changed the tire. He had no idea who was in the limo, by the way, but the driver came back to him and asked for his information so he could get, like a thank you card from the guy that was in the limo. The guy in the limo happened to be Donald J. Trump, and the letter that he sent to the guy was the deed to his house paid in full. Nobody knows about this. And when they even asked him about it, he says, yeah, I did that. No, pyrotechnics, no nothing. And that's what my dad instilled in me as a kid. Integrity is doing the right thing even when no one's looking. Trump didn't do that when he was running for president. He didn't do that when he was running for anything. He just did that because that's who the real man is, okay? The left says says this sugar honey iced tea stuff, with no fact checks, no reality checks whatsoever. Just a whole bunch of word salads and Hail Marys that they throw, hoping something will be caught. The latest thing now is Kamala's desperation in comparing Trump to the dictator of Germany of World War II. I'm not sure I can even say his name on here, but you know what I'm talking about. Comparing him to him and calling him that, and saying that the rally that he sold out Madison Square Garden in New York, like one of the bluest states in the Union, and he sells out Madison Square Garden, and I want to say it's like 50,000 seats or something like that. He sold it out and gave a hell of a rally where at the same time Kamala had given a rally with Beyonce. And Beyonce came up, spoke for 3 minutes, and left. People thought she was going to sing a few songs or something, and the camera pans and people are leaving, so then it pans back to Kamala, and she looks like she just had a big old drink of sour milk because she saw what was happening. No one was really there to see her. Maybe a handful of people. There are that kind. But, like I said about the rally at Madison Square Garden, there was one bad part about that. It was a comedian who was doing a set. I've never even heard of this guy before, which doesn't mean much because I don't get out much. But his name is Tony Hinchcliffe, I guess. Hinchcliffe. He did a little set. He made a joke about this island of trash, floating around in the ocean called Puerto Rico. Not funny. I didn't think it was funny. I've watched it a few times, and I didn't even think the guy was funny, period. But he did this, and it didn't sit well with a lot of people. But the interesting part is, The View, of course, Sunny Hostin has to give her impersonation or her impression about this, her opinion about this. She said a bunch of stuff, and at the end of it she says, "We are Americans, Donald Trump." Okay, Donald Trump didn't write the damn joke. Tony Hinchcliffe wrote the joke and delivered the joke. He didn't do it, and but the liberal media would have you believe that Trump wrote the joke and he handed it to him. The only thing, if anything, that Trump would be, guilty of is, if you want to split hairs about it, is if, maybe he should have looked over the material before the rally. Like, okay, you're going to speak at my rally. What are you going to say? Can I look at your notes? And they probably would have gladly said, "Here, Mr. Trump, here's what I want to say." And I'm not saying what Trump would have done. I mean, I can't read his mind, but I'm pretty sure he would have told him, scratch that joke too soon. You know, that kind of thing. But anyway, let's see. You know, for the last, oh yeah, and I want to say this too, because we got only a few days until the election now. For the last time before the election, I just want to say this. Trump is not a dictator, okay? He's an American who just loves this country so much he's spending what should be, you know, the remaining years of his life, his golden years, if you will, you know, running for president again because Biden got in there and jacked everything up. You know, and see, Trump gets called dictator and those kinds of names because he's a nationalist. And a lot of people don't know what that means. A nationalist is a person that is for their country. Okay, America first, Americans first. America for Americans. That's all being a nationalist is being a patriotic citizen. They want to make it seem like it's a damn Klan or something. That couldn't be further from the truth, actually. He's just America first, and as it should be. America should always be first. And the last administration that's limping its way out now has been everybody else first but Americans. You know, there have been a lot of things that have happened to this country in the last 8 months that they could have really gained some ground and won some votes and probably stole some votes from the Republicans if they had handled it differently. But it's so obvious when they're letting people come up across the southern border but then sending billions to the Ukraine. You got people that got jacked up by Hurricane Helene and that other hurricane, and he's giving them $750 debit cards, but sending billions to the Ukraine. And like I've said many times before on the pit, I don't trust Zelensky further than I could throw him, and I got a bad back. I can't throw very far. But I trust Putin more, actually, and I'm let the hate come, but I trust Putin more than this Zelensky guy. At least with Putin, you know exactly what you're getting. Zelensky's a snake in the grass, man. He's that scorpion that rides the toad across the river and then kills it because he's a scorpion. That's what they do. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say for today is just, you know, you're going to hear a lot about this, especially this joke about Puerto Rico. I don't think it's going to really happen to hurt his campaign or anything like that at all. I think that it's just going to, you know, blow over. Now, the liberal media is trying to pump this story out big time, but it's not a really big thing because Donald Trump himself did not say it, didn't write the joke, didn't congratulate the guy for the joke. Like I said, if he's guilty of anything, he maybe next time he needs to proofread what people are going to be saying up there while his name is plastered on the podium, because you got some ignorant ass people like the ones on The View who think Donald Trump made that joke. And people that follow that little circle of cackling hens are going to think that Trump made that joke. Couldn't be further from the truth. Watch it. Some other guy did it. And, you know, and it didn't sit well. It was a bad joke, and I agree. Maybe it shouldn't have been there. But such is life, right? Poetic license. So anyway, stay vigilant, America. Keep looking forward once in a while. Look behind you. And remember, we are not in the minority. We are actually the majority now. And I always say don't look too much at the polls. Take a peek at the polls today. Just a peek. We're doing fine. So anyway, God bless each and every one of you. Stay safe, stay healthy, be safe, be healthy. Call someone you love. We'll give someone you love a hug tomorrow's not promised. God bless these wonderful and beautiful United States of America that we're going to flip upside down in less than a week. And again, I'm more excited for this election than I am for the Super Bowl, even if my Bears were playing in the Super Bowl and were favored to win. And you know what I'm saying. So anyway, thank you guys, and I appreciate all of you. Stay to the end. You rock. Pit members, you know you rock. I'll be back should the platforms allow it. So until that time comes, stay tuned. And thank you for your time. I really mean that. And have a good rest of your day.